Streaming now, this is the Wood TV Live Desk.
And good morning, everyone. Phil Penarski here with the Wood TV Live Desk. Hope you're having a great start to your Tuesday. And I think some of us Michigan Panthers fans are still collecting our breaths after Saturday's win over the St. Louis Battlehawks. The Panthers won 18-16 and are now 1-0 on the UFL season. And they won it on a game-winning 64-yard field goal from Jake Bates. It was an incredible showing from all sides of the field, especially from quarterback E.J. Perry, who now joins us on the Live Desk. E.J., thank you so much for being here today. Congratulations on that first win of the season.
Thank you, and thank you for having me, Phil.
Of course, of course. And how did it feel not only being back out there on the field for the UFL season, but also getting that big win in front of the home crowd there at Ford Field?
Yeah, it was awesome. We've been working hard for the last 5 weeks or so, 6 weeks almost now, and getting ready during camp. A new group of guys, only 22-ish back from last year with this merger. A lot of guys from other teams, a lot of guys from new places, and to gel and to do that for the last 5 weeks to cut down from 72 to 40 guys on the field. It was, a lot of anticipation, ready to go for that game and to go out and accomplish the goal, which is to win, was felt amazing. And we won with the ability to go back and say, hey, we have a lot of corrections to make and a lot of things to get better at, and especially me. And that's always a good feeling, to be able to win and still see that growth and room for improvement and ability to play better.
Yeah, and we had Coach Nolan on the Live Desk last week, and he talked about the quarterback room specifically being one of the stronger suits of the team, and knowing that you had past experience from last year, including in the playoffs, was really going to go a long way. And you actually had a really great game. You bounced back from those 2 early interceptions to have 2 big rushing touchdowns and also setting up that game-winning field goal. Talk about your performance a little bit, obviously the good and the bad, but especially the good with those 2 runs. Were you trying to show off your athleticism a little bit more this season?
I think it's, you just try to let the game come to you. They weren't overly far runs. I think one was 4 yards and the other was 7 or something like that. But yeah, just trying to make plays when they presented themselves. It was my performance was severely aided by our offensive line, which played amazing. Our run game, Wes Hills, I think, had 85 yards rushing or 95, whatever it was. And, a plethora of great plays from the pass game in, Devin Ross and Marcus Sims, Cole Hicatini, Trey Quinn, all these guys making great plays. And I think that's going to be something we're going to continue to try to do more and more and more, is get these guys the ball in their hands and watch them make plays. And I think Michigan Panthers fans will be excited to see the speed that we have and the playmakers that we have. So, my performance, relies on them, and I'm very happy to have them on my team, starting with up front and all the way around. So, and then the defense played unbelievable all day. So, it was a complete team victory from all 3 phases of the game, including special teams with, as you mentioned, a 64-yard field goal.
Yeah, no, and that's what I want to jump to now, EJ. Talk to me about that final drive. The Battlehawks just took a 1-point lead. It's under 50 seconds left in the game. What are you guys kind of going through on the sidelines, preparing for that final drive? What's going through your head as you're walking on the field to really try to put you guys over into the winning column?
Yeah, I've said it a couple times now, but Jake came over to me and he said, get me to the 45-yard line. And I said, okay. And I walked away and I started doing the math in my head, and I was like, 63 yards. Geez. And I went over the O-line and I said, we got to get to the 35-yard line. Not really believing him, or at least wanting to put the fate of the win in the hands of a 63-yard field goal at the time. And obviously the final drive, we made just enough plays to get it to 64 yards, and with John Hightower's catch. And he was right, get him to you probably could have gone to the 50-yard line and he probably still would have made it. So he certainly lived up to call his shot to me, and it was quite the kick, and it was so nice he did it twice. So it was fun to watch, and we were all excited to see that go in.
Right. No, I mean, that kick itself, I mean, there probably aren't many NFL kickers that could probably make that on a consistent basis. So, I mean, they shot to you on the sideline after the kick went in. It looked like you had your towel. Maybe your eyes were covered. Were you watching the kick go through, or were you kind of, just praying that something good happens there?
Yeah, no, I was in full prayer mode. You know, after I saw the first one go in, I go, "Oh my goodness, he can do it!" But now he has to do it again because they iced him, and I was like, "Oh, surely, he got lucky on the first one, and he proved it was no fluke." So, to watch it go in, it was almost disbelief. It was amazing, and then, to find out, he didn't even play in high school. He didn't even play football in high school. He was a soccer player, and he's done kickoffs obviously at a very high level, and he's kicked a few extra points in the NFL, but yeah, he's certainly got some moxie to him, and quite the leg. So it was. I'm very thankful to have him on our team.
Yes, absolutely. And I know you guys are still, happy about that win. Again, a really great performance there to really bring it all in. Really high-paced fourth quarter, I will also say. But you guys are now getting set to take on the Birmingham Stallions on Sunday, the defending USFL champions over at Ford Field. What's it going to take for you guys to also come out with a victory there, play as competitively as possible against, as I mentioned, the reigning champions who are also starting off the season 1-0?
Yeah, we just got to execute each play. That's the main focus. Execute it at a higher level than we did last week. Have a great week of practice, a great week of preparation, and go out and fight every single down. And I think we all felt in the offensive side of the ball, and starting with those two turnovers that you mentioned. One was on the 6-yard line and ricocheted up, and obviously I could have made a better decision and thrown it away on first down, lived to play another down, and the other one was a bad decision by me, and both those took points off the board, and that was 10 points. And then we had another drive in which we were on the cusp of field goal range. So we very much felt like we left points out there and that we can play better. So to execute that, we did just enough to win the game last week, and hopefully we can do more to aid a defense that was playing extremely well and does a great job.
Definitely excited to see that one again. That game will be taking place at Ford Field at noon on Sunday against the Birmingham Stallions. So looking forward to that one. Tickets are still on sale for that game. You can find it all right now over on our website, woodtv.com. EJ, thank you so much for stopping by today. Really appreciate it. And once again, congratulations on the Week 1 win.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. And I want to thank everybody else for tuning into this latest edition of the Wood TV Live Desk. I'm Phil Pinarski, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.